News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, police have released the names of the two people who died in a crash in Bangor on Saturday.
Bangor Police Sergeant Jason McCambly says 32-year-old Zachariah Flanders of Bangor and 65-year-old Orville Patterson of Glenburn died at the scene of the two-vehicle crash that happened on Kenduskeag Avenue just before 1 a.m. No other people were in the vehicles. McCambly says Bangor police are reconstructing the crash and are still trying to determine what caused it.
Meanwhile, police are investigating alleged threats made toward people at St. Michael's School in Augusta this morning. Augusta Deputy Police Chief Kevin Lilly says the department received a call alleging a student had posted a video threatening the staff at the school. Lilly says because of the immediate reporting and swift action, officers were able to quickly identify the juvenile. He says they have started an extensive investigation into the alleged threats, and the school, parents, and student involved are all working cooperatively with police. No classes were disrupted, and Lilly says there will be no need to change schedules as a result of the investigation. He says Augusta schools continue to be safe for everyone. Bells will be ringing on Saturday, the 17th. The United States Constitution was signed on September 17th, 1787. And in honor and recognition of that, churches, schools, individuals, and businesses across the country are being asked to ring bells for 1 minute at 4 p.m. this Saturday. The Daughters of the American Revolution came up with bells across America. The Revolutionary War reenactors of Down East Maine will be ringing bells at the Burnham Tavern in Machias.
You know, if they even stop for a moment and think about the Constitution, about what it means to them, or find out more information, go online, take a look at the Constitution, take a look at the Bill of Rights, any of that would be just a wonderful outcome.
Farnsworth says you don't need to go to an organized event to take part. She says you can do it at your own home if you'd like to, and says there's even a free app you can download on your phone that sounds like ringing bells. Farnsworth says the important thing to remember is to learn about the Constitution.
Well, the Amish Community Market and Bakery in Unity that was destroyed by fire earlier this year is slowly inching closer to reopening. Fire ripped through the market back in January, and with the Amish community's help, they were able to rebuild quickly. However, other aspects of getting the business up and running have taken more time. According to the Amish Community Market and Bakery's Facebook page, owners are hoping to set a reopening date later this month. They let customers and community members know on their social media account that they are currently working on setup and product displays, and they hope to post a solid opening date to Facebook in the coming weeks.
Hannaford announced earlier today that they'll be donating to Maine Health's Food as Medicine program. Matthew Jurancic has the story.
I'm here at the Maine Health Food Pantry at Franklin, where Hannaford Supermarkets donated $350,000 to the Food as Medicine program.
Maine Health's program provides fresh and nutritious foods to families and individuals suffering with chronic health conditions. Maine Health's Chief Health Improvement Officer, Dr. Dora Mills, says the donations will help get healthy foods to those who need it most.
Most adults in Maine have some sort of chronic disease. Do you know about 1 in 6 adults have food insecurity? When you combine those two, it's a really deadly combination.
The donation from Hannaford is part of a $1.5 million commitment to support the groceries Eat Well, Be Well, A Path to a Better Health initiative, which carries the same message as Food as Medicine. With Food as Medicine starting to roll out, participants like Ann Glazier, who suffer from stomach issues, had the opportunity to be some of the first to benefit from the initiative.
When I started to see benefits was really right away within a few days. By the time I got to the Food as Medicine, I was committed to, I knew that it was the food that I needed help with.
Additionally, funding will help support a healthy meal delivery program for Mainers who suffer from specific heart diseases. Mills says the money will support what Maine Health does best.
This donation from Hannaford and our partnership with Good Shepherd Food Bank really exemplifies Maine Health's vision of working together so our communities are helping America.
To learn more about the program, head to mainehealth.org where you can find upcoming sessions and who to contact. Reporting from Farmington, Matthew Jurancic, ABC7 and Fox 22.
So definitely a mild day outside today. Not as sunny as we've seen, but still, pretty nice overall. Really, really comfortable.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was, like you said, comfortable. I did see a couple of raindrops out there.
On the way in, for sure.
Yeah, so definitely some areas maybe experiencing a little bit of that rainfall, but like you said, overall, very nice.
All right, well, with a little bit more on what we can expect in the coming hours, let's turn things over and take a first look at our forecast.
All right, Beth and Peter, thank you. Happy Tuesday. Your first weather is brought to you by GRF Real Estate Company. And okay, there's a couple of showers and a few thunderstorms out there right now. Nothing severe tonight, but they will be persistent for several hours into tomorrow. Here's the radar again. Lots of cloud cover and some light showers out there now. There's more where this came from, though, as all of this energy moves our way for tonight. It'll likely have some thunder and lightning with it, but the severe weather threat is very, very low tonight. Temperatures today took a step back, right? 80s yesterday, today low to mid 70s, and we have even cooler temperatures in the 5-day forecast. Our forecast then tonight, though, is showers and a couple of thunder showers out there with not so low temperatures in the 60s. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth and Peter.
All right, sounds good. So some more stormy skies on the way, it looks like.
Indeed.
All right, well, coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, despite near record visitors this year, numbers at Acadia National Park indicate Island Explorer ridership is down.
And the town of Hamden is helping community members stay active with a brand new outdoor fitness center. We'll have those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
My heart is breaking for our seniors in Maine. Joe Biden and the Democrats have made everything that we need to live more expensive. They are driving up inflation, driving up the cost of heating oil and gasoline, and keeping our border open with Mexico. We know how to fix these problems, but we need to make a change. Governor LePage needs a partner in Washington with common sense. I want to bring common sense, Maine common sense, back to Congress. I love the people of Maine. I love our state, and I want to help.
I'm Bruce Poliquin, and I approve this message.
Al, did you make that call?
Honey, we already have Medicare. Why do I need to call?
Alan, the Feldman said we may be able to get additional benefits with a Medicare Advantage plan right here in our zip code with $0 monthly premiums.
Honey, what do you mean additional benefits? We turned 65, we got Medicare. That's all there is to it, right?
I'm talking about Medicare Part C, commonly called Medicare Advantage. We have traditional Medicare, which is only Medicare Parts A and B, but not Part C.
Wait. So not everyone on Medicare is a Part C plan?
No, that's why we need to call, because there may be plans available with additional benefits that aren't covered under Medicare Parts A and B. We don't have a Medicare Part C plan which covers everything in Part A and Part B plus extra benefits in Medicare Part C.
What kind of extra benefits?
There are great plans that may be available with extra benefits like dental, vision, and hearing.
Did you say dental?
Yes, dental. Medicare Part C plans could include dental benefits that help cover routine dental exams and teeth cleanings, plus dental x-rays, fillings, gum disease treatment, and dentures.
We need that. I'm calling.
If you don't have a Medicare Part C plan, call now because there may be plans with additional benefits available that are simply not covered under Medicare Parts A and B, like routine dental coverage. If you're on Medicare, you can call even if you called last year. We will check to see if there is a Part C plan available in your area with additional benefits. You don't get a plan with additional benefits automatically. If you're losing coverage, moving, or new to Medicare, call to speak with a licensed insurance agent. Remember, you don't get Medicare Part C benefits automatically. Call now for your free 2022 no-obligation Medicare benefits review. Call 800-413-8094. 800-413-8094.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
The Ukrainian counteroffensive continues to yield victories, with their forces retaking large amounts of territory while Russian troops are forced to retreat. ABC's Acadia is in Washington with more.
New images today from Ukraine's long-planned counteroffensive. Their troops now making massive gains in the northeast and in some cases causing Russian forces to flee across the border back into Russia. This dramatic video, posted by Ukrainian troops, shows their soldiers emerging from the woods after what they claim is an ambush on Russian fighters. Over the course of 24 hours, Ukraine claims to have liberated more than 20 towns, as well as more than 2,300 square miles of territory in northeastern Ukraine the Russians had held for months. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby won't say Ukraine is winning the war, but says things are moving in a positive direction.
At least in the Donbass, there's a sense of momentum here by the Ukrainian armed forces. And so what we're going to do is continue to support them as best we can.
As Ukraine seizes back its territory, Russia is retaliating, sending missiles into the heart of Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest city, killing at least one person. Elsewhere in the city, Ukraine's emergency services saying firefighters had to battle flames at the National Police building after Monday's shelling. This comes after Russia's recent targeting of power stations in Kharkiv, leaving many residents in the dark. Ukrainian President Zelensky calling Russia's attacks desperate. Following his losses on the battlefield, Russian leader Vladimir Putin now facing threats from within. Elected officials from 18 districts inside Russia now calling for Putin's resignation.
We note that he's coming under more criticism, but it's going to really be up to the Russian people to decide how they handle that.
Meanwhile, the head of the UN's nuclear watchdog agency says he's still gravely concerned about shelling surrounding the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, but says both sides say they're still interested in establishing a protection zone. Ike Ajachi, ABC News, Washington.
Meanwhile, new testimony on Capitol Hill hints that our Twitter accounts may not be as secure as they could be. After being subpoenaed to testify, a former security chief at Twitter told Congress on Tuesday that the social platform is plagued by weak cyber defenses, privacy threats, and the inability to control millions of fake accounts. ABC's Morgan Norwood has more.
Twitter whistleblower Peter Mudge Zatko on Capitol Hill, detailing a slate of explosive allegations against the social media giant before the Senate Judiciary Committee.
Twitter leadership is misleading the public, lawmakers, regulators, and even its own board of directors.
Zatko describing what he said were widespread security failures and vulnerabilities that he says were overlooked in order to keep the platform profitable.
The company's cybersecurity failures make it vulnerable to exploitation. And when an influential media platform can be compromised by teenagers, thieves, and spies, and the company repeatedly creates security problems on their own, this is a big deal for all of us.
Zatko warning senators that there were no safeguards in place to prevent a single Twitter employee from taking control of their verified Twitter accounts, creating a national security emergency.
They don't know what data they have, where it lives, or where it came from, and so, unsurprisingly, they can't protect it.
Zatko was the head of security for the influential platform until he was fired earlier this year after he expressed concerns with security. In July, he filed a whistleblower complaint with Congress. After raising concerns about the scope of the spam accounts and other alleged security failures, billionaire Elon Musk attempted to back out of his $44 billion offer to buy the company. The company is suing to force him to go forward, the social media giant shareholders voting to approve his bid. But speculation now that Zatko's complaint could give Musk the upper hand in his trial next month, which will decide whether Musk can abandon the deal.
He's been working on lawful disclosures since even December of last year, 2021. His concerns arose well before Elon Musk.
And Twitter's former CEO, Jack Dorsey, was not at today's hearing. Senators saying he declined the invitation amid that ongoing case with Elon Musk. I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Back here at home, the unofficial numbers for visitors at Acadia National Park indicate they're having their second busiest year on record, but the same is not true for the bus service that provides rides. The Island Explorer offers free rides to hiking trails, carriage roads, island beaches, in-town shops, and restaurants. Acadia National Park Superintendent Kevin Schneider told the advisory committee ridership was down 38% as of July. Those numbers are compared to 2019 because the buses did not run in 2020 due to COVID, and they had a modified schedule in 2021.
I think we were concerned about, we've sort of broken the habit of people using Island Explorer, and we want to sort of get back into that habit and reinforce it.
Historically, the buses have been used by visitors and local residents. They help reduce air pollution by reducing cars in the park and reducing congestion. Schneider said the Island Explorer has also had a bus driver shortage. He said shortages forced them to go to their fall schedule earlier than anticipated.
The town of Hamden is helping community members stay active with a brand new outdoor fitness center. And as Jody Hersey tells us, the facility is free for the public to use whenever they like.
A ribbon-cutting ceremony was held Tuesday morning to officially open the town of Hamden's brand new outdoor fitness court. This gym at the VFW Whitcomb Baker Recreational Area is located off of Canoe Club Road. It features 7 different training zones for visitors to perform circuit training exercises at their own pace and convenience.
Community Health Options is committed to health and well-being of Maine people. And we believe part of building healthy communities is making fitness like this free and accessible.
Creating this outdoor fitness court was funded through a collaborative effort between the town of Hamden, the National Fitness Campaign, and the health insurer Community Health Options. Fitness instructors from the Bangor Region YMCA demonstrated various exercises that can be performed at the new facility for those 14 years of age and older.
Yes, 14 and over for safety purposes. Obviously, it's a community asset, so if you bring your kids, there's plenty of other things for them to do here, basketball, baseball, tennis.
Town manager Paula Scott says this fitness court is a win-win for everybody, whether they live in or outside of the town of Hamden.
We're here, we're accessible, and we hope everyone comes out and enjoys it.
In Hamden, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
That's what you call double resistance training. You hold your child.
Yeah, right.
And then you do squat jumps.
You don't even have to buy any weights. You've already got one.
You've already got it right there.
Yeah.
And way cuter.
Yeah,
nicer
exactly.
to look at than your garden variety weight.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. History will come to life at the Coal Land Transportation Museum this week for a Night at the Coal Museum special event.
And in sports, the Maine football team has started the season 0-2. How does the second half outlook for the Black Bears stand for a possible climb in the standings? We'll take a look right after the break.
Offensive and divisive. That's Paul LePage's legacy. But it's not just what he said as governor. It's what he did. LePage slashed funding for cancer screenings for women. He refused to invest in clean energy, kicked over 1,000 seniors off their prescription drug program, and even opposed funding to Meals on Wheels. So, if that's what Paul LePage did last time he was governor, we can't send him back. The top funder of A Better Maine is the Democratic Governors Association.
Feel the difference of alpaca apparel from the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store in Belfast. Stop by their ranch location to interact with these amazing animals and enjoy the beautiful Maine outdoors with your very own alpaca walk. Shop in-store or online today and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. With their incredible selection of socks, sweaters, hats, and more, experience the unique qualities that alpaca fiber brings with the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
A Cadillac is more than a statement. It's a celebration of self-expression and a declaration of your independence. So choose to be bold and choose to be exactly who you are.
Get 2.99% APR for 60 months plus $500 purchase allowance on the 2022 Cadillac XT4, XT5, and XT6. Visit Port Cadillac in Bangor.
Molly.
Hey, John.
Your car's all set to go.
Good. Have a good one. Hey, John.
Hi, Molly.
Good. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Hey, Molly.
Hey, John. How are you?
Good.
Come on in.
We're your neighbor, your friend, your banker. Skowhegan Savings.
I earned my retirement. I worked over 40 years for it. But Bruce Poliquin doesn't get it. He's a Wall Street banker and congressman who took all that money from the drug and insurance industries. then voted for devastating cuts to Medicare and risking Social Security. Poliquin even supported raising the retirement age. Bruce Poliquin is all about corporations and multimillionaires like himself, not us. House Majority PAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Body Graphics Tattoo and Piercing Studio. Coming soon to our new location at 27 Bangor Mall Boulevard. Call 478-7856.
Welcome back in. Thank you for staying with us. Maine football is coming off of a tough loss to Tollgate on Saturday, but the outlook isn't all bad for the Black Bears, sitting at 0-2. Maine was shut out in the first half of their home opener on Saturday, but they responded with some fire in the second. After trailing 14-0, they scored 10 unanswered points and then a late touchdown and 2-point conversion to make it a game. Talking to the players before practice today, and they say the difference was all of their mentality collectively, and they need to play the same way all 4 quarters in week 3.
In the second half, we had our backs against the wall there, and I think guys started to notice it. They started to get within ourselves, and in the first half, we got to come out the same way. We can't, go out there, thinking, hey, we got all 4 quarters here. We got to start quarter number 1.
Now, the Black Bears have to turn things around quickly. They have a tough matchup against a Power 5 school down at Boston College on Saturday, and the players know they are going to have to bring their A game. But, on the other hand, they're confident that they can make some noise down in Chestnut Hill.
Defensively, they have a veteran defense. They have a very good group. They have a lot of returning players who have played a lot of football. So, they have experience, but, we have experience as well. At the end of the day, it is Boston College. A lot of people, it's a higher level. But, they're football players just like us.
They definitely have some good talent out there, and I think that'll be a good matchup for us. And I think that we're definitely capable of doing big things come Saturday.
All right, that game will be on Nesson, 7:30 on Saturday. Looking forward to that matchup. Moving on, but staying with UMaine, basketball season is almost here. We are under 2 months away from Maine women's basketball's first tip of the season. And on Tuesday, the full 2022-2023 schedule was released. The Black Bears opened the season November 7th at James Madison, part of a non-conference schedule with Kansas, with Gonzaga, with a bunch of these other teams, Princeton and more, before America East play starts in December at Bryant. Coach Amy Vachon says the schedule is challenging, but it's all going to help in the long run.
A lot of them went to the postseason. There's no cupcakes on our schedule. Every game we play, we have to be ready for. And, we'll take our bumps. We always do. In non-conference, we're not a program that tries to schedule wins. We try and schedule games that will make us better come conference. And so hopefully our schedule will do that this year.
All right, I cannot wait for hoop season myself. A couple of the matchups that I have circled right away on that schedule are the America East Championship rematch in January. Now this year, all of Maine women's basketball's home games will be at the Pit, and they are excited to get back in front of their fans and on campus.
We're excited. We've been around talking to a lot of students on campus and plan to do that a little bit more as the season gets closer. And our girls love to play here. We love being on campus, and we're excited for our new facility to be built. And in the meantime, this year playing at the Pit is a great thing for us.
All right, college basketball season right around the corner. Helps me forget about what happened Sunday on the gridiron. That is all the time we have for sports. Here is Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
Hey, Tyler, thank you. Your full weather is brought to you by Thornton Brothers in Lincoln. Buy a new or used Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram vehicle from us today. You make the drive, we'll make the deal. And all right, so scenes like this, of course, are not so far away. It has to get cooler first, and that's coming as we do have some high temperatures in the 60s later on this week with some lows near 40. That's a big change, of course, because today we still had high temperatures back up in the 70s for most areas. Now, tomorrow, same story, followed by a bit of a cool down getting in here on Thursday into Friday. Okay, the wind right now is pretty much out of the south, around 5 miles per hour. Not a big deal. This will actually go calm for several hours tonight. That You know what that means, right? That'll give us some dense fog late tonight into early parts of tomorrow morning. And that fog will cause a few issues. It'll be slow to burn tomorrow morning as the sun rises around 6 a.m. or so tomorrow morning. All right, looking outside now, we have a couple of showers out there. Nothing strong or heavy or severe. The severe weather threat's incredibly low with all this tonight, but still, there'll be a few rumbles of thunder tonight into tomorrow morning as there's lots of clouds that get through. The bulk of the energy is still back off to our west. You can see it kind of lined up here to the west of us. That's all moving in our direction. So expect scattered showers and a couple of thunder showers tonight, lingering into early parts of tomorrow morning. So again, nothing heavy or severe. Severe weather will probably stay back off to our south and west tonight and tomorrow. So overall, though, there could be some thunder and lightning in here. That's going to make your dog pretty mad tonight into tomorrow morning. Let's walk you through it, though. So here we go. So the showers out there now will become more numerous tonight. And by tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock or so, is kind of winding down. Still some fog around, a couple light showers and drizzle. That quickly gets out of here by tomorrow afternoon. And then we're off for a pretty nice afternoon and evening around here tomorrow and also on Thursday into Friday. And we have a fantastic weekend on deck once again. We're getting used to those, right? Our forecast then for tonight, though, is scattered showers and a couple of thunderstorms out there, ending late, like really late. We're probably talking closer to sunrise tomorrow morning with low or muggy, not so low temperatures down near 63 and a southeast breeze around 510. By the way, some dense fog in there late tonight as well. For tomorrow, the fog will burn off slowly, then turning partly cloudy and windy. A front's going to come through tonight, so it's going to mix up the air enough tomorrow to give us high temperatures in the mid to upper 70s briefly and then fall through the afternoon with a west wind that could gust near 30 tomorrow, making waves on the lakes for sure. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows the story. 77 tomorrow, partly cloudy skies. Thursday, lots of sunshine, but noticeably colder, right? 65 for a high on Thursday. Also for Friday, look at Saturday, 69. Beautiful weekend, but cooler this weekend, of course. Temperatures hanging out near 70.
Definitely liking those cool overnights and a sunny but cool weekend. I'm down for that.
Yeah, really starting to see that cool down as we inch towards the end of summer, but I'm all here for it.
Indeed. All right, well, there's still more to come after the break. Stay with us.
Jared Golden promised to watch out for us, even campaigned as a fighter against Biden's reckless spending that he knew would make inflation worse. But 3 days later, Jared Golden cast a deciding vote for Biden's newest wasteful spending bill that experts say will hike taxes by billions on those making under $200,000. Maine families are already struggling too much on Jared Golden's watch. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
In Maine, it's always buying season. And at Thornton Brothers in Lincoln, we carry new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams for your buying season. Here at Thornton Brothers, we'll help you find the right vehicle specifically for you to suit your lifestyle. As they say, the proof is in the performance. So come on over and test drive a real vehicle from a real dealership, or place your order with us and see why it really is buying season here in Maine. Thornton Brothers, Main Street, Lincoln.
We're a AAA family.
We found out about AAA insurance through a friend who had actually mentioned it a while ago. We ran the numbers and it totally worked.
We looked at the statement for our previous insurer and then AAA insurance. Definitely, we've seen a huge difference.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
By switching over to AAA insurance, we saved over $450. So with our savings, he bought more equipment.
More money means more practice equipment.
In his world.
Why didn't we do this earlier? Why did it take so long?
We're a AAA family now.
AAA insurance allows us to do so much more with our kids and spend more time with them.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 877-209-5384 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome to the Purple Baboon, a local gem on the Belfast waterfront. Find lots of little joys for every taste, like fun clothing for the whole family and a lovely selection of coastal Maine-made jewelry. The Purple Baboon, the best selection at great prices, 31 Front Street, Belfast.
Tonight, witnessing history the world celebrates the reign of Queen Elizabeth II as King Charles III ascends the British throne. More Americans turn to World News Tonight with David Muir, the most watched program on all of television.
Welcome back. History will come to life at the Coal Land Transportation Museum this week. They'll be hosting Night at the museum on Thursday, where all the nonprofit's mannequins will be replaced with actors and volunteers. Executive Director Jen Munson says it's a great opportunity for kids to experience a piece of the past.
Representing Maine's working history is a big part of this night, this event, and it gets kids actually thinking about our Maine history, not just looking at the objects, but actually interacting with them. You know, all of these people are going to be dressed up in period appropriate attire, and they're going to look hopefully like the real deal.
Night at the Coal Museum in Bangor will take place from 5:30 to 8 p.m. on Thursday night. Admission is $7 for couples, $5 for adults, and kids get in free. So really cool opportunity, and sounds like fun for the whole family. Definitely loved that movie as well. So
yeah,
it'd be cool to see their take on that.
It's a great reference, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And it's an interesting event and an interesting thing to kind of take on and do. So hopefully it'll be enjoyable and educational for those who go.
Yeah, anytime you can mix in fun and learning, it's always going to be a good time.
I would agree. All right, well, that's going to do it for us, folks. From everybody here at ABC 7, take care and have a great night.
Good night.